Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg, who's the presidential envoy for Ukraine, Marcus Matter, who...
That issue of Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine was brought up by President Zelensky to President Trump at the UN General Assembly last week in New York City. There has been no comment either, yes, it's going to happen, or no, it's going to happen. The acknowledgement from, again, in the public reports is they were asked for. That is obviously something that has been picked up by the world press, obviously picked up by the Russians as well, simply because of the capability and the capacity of the weapon system. The weapon system is, in fact, by itself, to me, it's a game changer, only because how good it is, and somebody who's seen it used multiple times in multiple conflicts. So that's probably the biggest issue that came out of UNGA in the bilateral discussions that President Zelensky and President Trump had.
Thanks very much. Minister Przydacz, what's the view from...
I'll give you, it's a crappy probably analogy, but I'll use it anyway. It's sort of like when my kids were learning to ride a bicycle. You started with training wheels. Europe doesn't need any training wheels. You're quite good on your own right now. And I think that's important to know, and the confidence that you're there. You can handle any situation that you get involved with.
The theme of this panel is transatlantic, and
today I can give you 6 European nations that have invested in the F-35 program. You can put up, or we'll be able to put up very soon, 400 F-35s in the air. The most the Russians can put up are 100. You can sweep the skies with the F-35s without a single American F-35 up. And when you look at things like what the Dutch have done, giving the F-16s to Ukraine, the shoot downs of some of those drones who have F-16s, it's there. And I would just say to the alliance, you're better than you think you are, and have a lot of confidence in that. I think the answer is yes. What I mean by that is both. When we talk about balance, how much equipment is the United States military sending to Russia to use against Ukrainians? None. How much are they sending in supporting the alliance to Ukraine? So when you look at a leadership level, I think as anybody who's ever been involved in negotiations, you understand you have to have a balanced view to make sure you can bring to a conclusion. The biggest thing we want to do is stop the largest land war in Europe since World War II.
Deal for United States if Belarus releases fewer political prisoners.